Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Let's talk about a pretty mild day on the way for today, although not as warm as it has been. Let's talk about the chance of some rainfall. It's a pretty good chance of rain. It's not a drought buster type rain that's coming our way, but it's the first useful rain that we've had across lower Michigan, widespread in quite a while. I'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Tropical Storm Nate, where that's heading, and it's going to become a hurricane probably. I'll talk about that and if it will have any impact on us. So good morning, Bonnie Town. She says it's a foggy day in Morley, Michigan. Here is the radar forecast for today, and it should generally be a dry day across Michigan. There could be just an isolated sprinkle or so late this afternoon, but nothing of significance, which we need. And then here we go with into tonight, and a few light showers develop, and then let's go into tomorrow. We're at noon tomorrow, and it's dry, and then in the afternoon and evening the showers will start to develop and move toward the northwest. Hey, good morning, Barbara Brewer. She says she's watching. Okay, so we're into overnight, Friday night, Saturday morning, and then we are into Saturday afternoon, which I think is one of the important things to watch. I'm seeing the possibility of thunderstorms and maybe a line of severe storms. I'll show that to you. Hey, and look at this, what people want. Carol says, please no rain on Saturday. Lana says, gosh, we need some rain. So, can't please everybody, right? And if you don't want rain on Saturday, I know why. It's because you probably have a wedding to go to or to be in. Here are the high temperatures for today. Let's start in the south. 75, 76 is still Detroit and Ann Arbor. 74, 75 Jackson, Lansing today. So that's a very comfortable day. Very comfortable in Grand Rapids, although a touch cooler at 70. Kalamazoo, warmer at 74. The Flint, Tri-Cities region, 71 to 73. And then you work your way northward, feeling more fallish, 63 in Traverse City, 60 at the Straits, and temperatures in the 50. How about Saturday night for the U of M game? What's the forecast? Oh, that is an interesting point. Okay, we're going to look at that. I think there could be a line of thunderstorms coming through, but you might be in that warm wedge too. Right now, I would say you're in the warm wedge before the storms, and I wanted to show you that to you. Actually, this is a computer model that goes out farther into the future. We're into Friday here, okay, and this is a radar forecast. We're into Friday night, Saturday morning. The warm front swings through, and then this is kind of the configuration I watch for the possibility of thunderstorms. And we have had October severe weather. Just about every year we get an October severe weather outbreak. I'm wondering if this is the one. This is, let's see, this is 5 o'clock. This is 8 o'clock Saturday night. So that's why I say Ann Arbor might be in a warm wedge, like temperatures in the 70s. Or at least mid to upper 60s. And then here's the line of storms developing, and that is 11 o'clock at night, and then 2 o'clock in the morning. So you could see how the possibility of a line of storms. Rain for Reese homecoming. Let's go back to Friday night, 8 o'clock. I would say probably not, or maybe just starting to develop with a few spotty showers. And they're saying, Andrew, kickoff is at 7:30, so maybe rain sometime in the second half. We'll have to see. Right now, yeah, it's real close, and it could be interesting. I always fear those lines of storms at football games because there's so many people. All right, let's see what's going to happen going into the rest of the weekend. Okay, so here's our storm system coming through on Saturday. And then Sunday looks like a beautiful beautiful day. It will be mild still again. This is our U.S. model is probably not doing very well. So it's maybe not the best to show you because this is where Nate will be at this time probably. And Nate right now looks like, as far as the remnants, it's going to miss us. And the U.S. model tries to forecast another storm system forming next week, where the European model now puts it all into Nate. So when I wrote about 2 storms, it might only be 1 storm. And here's the one thing I want to emphasize on this rain. It is not, N-O-T, not a drought buster. It's probably a ½ inch to an inch. It's a useful rain. It's a widespread rain Friday into Saturday. It is not going to end the totally dry condition. Whew. I feel better now. Hopefully you got my point. All right, Nate, tropical storm right now. Here's the forecast. Turns into a weak hurricane. Hey, good morning, Tanda Gmitter. Weak hurricane. Right there on Sunday by week, 74 to 80 mile an hour winds. And yeah, Becky got the point. It's not a drought buster, okay? And this is interesting. The Hurricane Center says that at 4 and 5 days out this year, they've been 150 miles off. That's been the degree of error at 4 days out, 200 miles off at 5 days out. I think that's pretty darn good. When you're looking at 150 miles off 4 days out, Thursday, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, you know, and it's just 150 miles. I think that's pretty darn good. All right. So here's what we have today. We have dry weather today. We'll see an increase in clouds. We will have a beautiful day with temperatures in the 70s in the south, 60s in the north. And we will wait for a useful rain, but not a drought buster. And that will be on Friday night, Saturday. Take care. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa signing off.